Yep, go ahead.
Thank goodness.
Vicky, you want to lead us in this pledge?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lee, do you have your oratory ready?
I have my oratory.
Okay. I'll call the December meeting of Batavia Township to order.
Mitchell. Here. Singer.
Here.
Tracy.
Here.
West.
Here.
Here. We, at this time, for the viewing public, we check the bills and accounts, and Mr. Tracy has a little thing to read so that you understand that a little better.
Yeah, one of my concerns is that for people watching this on BATV, it may not be totally clear what we're doing at this point in the meeting. Performing the monthly audit of the township bills is one of the most important functions of the trustees. So each month we examine the bills submitted by the highway commissioner and the supervisor, and bills are approved after we determine that the bill is a valid expense. Materials and services were received, a contract was bid if the bill exceeds $20,000, and there's a line item authorization in the budget, and there's sufficient balance in the budget line and in the bank to pay the bills. So you're going to see us doing several things. One, we individually review the bills to be paid during the current month and examine each bill, summary of the bills by fund, and after reviewing each bill, each trustee will initial the bill. We also collectively reconcile the bank statements for each fund and bills paid during the previous month. And this allows us to determine that bills approved in the previous month were paid and there's sufficient balance in the bank to pay the bills for the current month. In addition to bills and bank statements for the current month, each month we also receive a summary by fund of bills approved and paid in the previous month. And we are also provided a summary of budgeted expenditures for each month and year to date. So the review of that information shows the current balance in each budgeted line item and the percentage of that line item already expended. Following this activity, we then are prepared to vote on a motion to approve the accounts and authorize the payment of bills for the current month. And so you can note that all of this takes place in open meeting, demonstrating that our commitment to represent and protect the public's interest. So my colleagues will review and reconcile the bank statements and we'll look at the bills.
Thank you, sir.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Please memorize that.
Check it.
Want me to do that? I'll check.
All right. Ready?
I am
General fund assessors. Yes, sir.
3938, 1,557.35.
Yes.
3939, 7,979.
Yes.
3940, 175.
Yes.
3941, 267.30.
Yes.
3942, 841.60.
Yep.
3943, 80.82.
Yes.
3944, 72.29.
Yes.
3945, 43.01.
Yep.
3946, 120.
Yes.
3947, 843.34.
Yes.
3948, 12,610.06.
Yes.
3949, 68.57.
Yes.
3950, 270.10.
What was the number again? I'm sorry.
3950, 270.10.
Yes.
3951, 103.83.
Yes. Wonderful. Ending balance. $729,106.09.
Right. Sorry, say it again.
It must have something to do with
That's kind of a lot of dollars.
Makes you wonder.
Ready.
Okay, road fund.
4715, 30,215.25.
Yes.
4716, 2,500. You get a question?
Yeah, what's the third?
That's Struck and Irwin.
Struck and Irwin paving. Obviously for the,
Contractors that do a slurry.
Yeah.
Road service.
It's the slurry start.
how about the slurry?
Yeah.
I said 4716, 2,500, correct? 4718, 189.
Yep.
4719, 176.
Yep.
4720, 2450.95.
Yes.
4721, 58,936.81.
So
More slurry?
Is that more slurry or is it something else?
Donnell, that's a vehicle, isn't it?
Oh, no more slurry?
Donnell Industries.
That's the leaf machine.
That's the leaf
Leaf
machine.
machine.
That's the new leaf
The
machine.
new leaf machine.
Sweet.
Yeah, okay.
4723, $65. 4724, 215.93.
Yes.
4725, 592.05.
Yes.
4726, 157.55.
Yes.
4727, 207.89.
Yes.
4728, 150.
Yes.
4730, 8104.
Yes.
4731, 7504. 4733, 175.95.
Yes.
4734, 2590.
Yes.
4736, 300.
Yes.
4737, 4539.
Yes.
4738, 276.70.
Yes. Ending balance, $419,329.32.
Right.
Oh,
You concur?
I concur.
Thank you.
concur, what's her? Concurring?
You're welcome.
I love when we get to this one. This one's
29 days of school left soon.
not very good. I mean, not a lot.
Is this
You know that?
GA, General Assistance.
GA.
Sue? Only 99 days of school left.
What, the whole year until Christmas?
No.
The whole year? 99 days, that's it?
Isn't that cool? I love keeping track. Where are we? Here we go.
Do you know your children?
No, you can care about. Ready?
You're like a child.
I am. 46, 14, 115, 20.
Yes.
46, 15, 2707.
Yes.
46, 16, 17109.
Yes.
46, 18, 150, 84.
Yes.
46, 19, 75, 84.
Yes.
46, 20, 8206.
Yep.
46, 21, 119, 72.
Yes.
How do you want to do that?
Ending balance, $128,962.34.
Right on.
I like this. She gets them all in order.
It was good.
Isn't that good?
I was good with everything every time. Just hit this one.
Just GA, not the rest of them.
All right.
No, I do. They do care, but I keep track. I mean, it's from the first day I say how much I thought this is good. But it makes it seem like it goes faster. It really does. Sure.
Good habit.
They only go one at a time.
Days?
Days?
Thank goodness.
No money.
Are they going fast enough as it is? You want to go 3, 4, 5 at a time?
There are. I will.
Put your selector switch to 3-round burst? Hey, what are you doing? What's the date? What's the date? You do that one like that? The voice one? No? You got a date.
Just doing the Christmas tree.
You did.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm also going through YouTube on stuff. It was actually his idea that we raise the funds for it. And then it especially just white lights, but then people started to decorate them, which is fun too.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the lights aren't working because I don't know if the circuits aren't working. I'm like, just do this as a test run, so next year you actually plant the trees in there and you decorate them for lights for a little. So nobody criticizes them.
Maybe put a little stronger post in
Maybe. That should be just handed to your.
I suppose.
I know if there's this much, but initially
What does Brian do?
trees and we thought they said they were like 6 or 7 feet tall. Like, you could put them in, I don't know if you saw the first one, the trees that were there.
Why would you want to put these?
Like,
That's when the first one.
Yes, no?
They
We got 3 signatures on this.
And I'm like, so it's
actually bigger.
Bills to be paid.
Who's?
Tree trees or other trees?
No, tree trees. But,
Those kind of, some certain varieties, kind of things.
right. So then, the market, because the city was not so active. What they did was they cut them off.
Baby.
So they were so short, so they were tall.
I go inside.
So when they staked them and they were so short, so Martin, they were there.
Probably shouldn't say
They're still not that deep, but better than they were. And, yeah, and then, well, they have different groups that went out and decorated them and stuff. So,
Some of them look really good. and some-
I know. Tomorrow, actually, I have to go out and put some signs on somewhere, so I'm sure I'll be like fixing a couple up. I know that I can mess it up.
Well, when you get that out in the rain, it's a different.
I was gonna, I know, and I was gonna say, I was freezing, I'm thinking, like, tomorrow's gonna be freezing too, but we're down for Barrett, or where am I?
You didn't pay your.
No, I don't know whether that's the one that Jim put it on. I don't know, but it's
Random Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
you'll see
that's
it.
Don't fall down.
But like today, I was like,
You get the government rate.
Internet, sounds right.
He's out there. Then I just started, this is cute, you know, it's a good.
Yeah,
idea
because
to, like,
this young fellow got to stay at the Crown Plaza because he was a
fill the area.
Late
Because I
edition.
stayed, no,
Because he stayed for the,
because I think the people stayed for the whole time at the Crown Plaza.
Is,
And these
So he
were-
just he got to
and
see
these
the
birds,
place.
and these birds left.
Nice rooms.
so they.
No, actually, the
phoned
room
me,
is very
you know,
nice.
Yeah, I think so.
trees, I'm like, sure,
So
come on, let me know what you want.
Penny.
So they decorated.
Oh, it wasn't set up to be decorated.
No, not
That's a
initially,
long
but
story in
put
itself.
the lights on, so they
Two here.
and they all of a sudden started decorating them and bring decorations inside, so then we kind of cut on and.
So I suppose the child's name comes
But that's what we did.
something to do with accessories.
That's what we did.
Some Assessors Association.
Well, we did.
Central
That's
Illinois,
exactly what we did.
Chicago,
Certified.
certified.
Not association, what's the O?
And then there's like
Oh,
lights on.
organization,
Not tons, but some, so we're like 52, but lights on.
It's not association.
Yeah, because they used to do it on the.
You know?
How do you know that?
Someone else looked at over there.
But they go up
It's the
and
state, so those are.
He's just the highway, so he's looking at all of them.
It was.
I see them.
Which was the very.
I see them. Josh,
You need 3, right?
I think there is.
have another one. Have another one.
You're the one looking at it. Did you sign it already?
I've already signed it.
Oh,
They're trying to get it ready for out-of-town trips and all that shit.
I'm very
This
trusty.
up a little bit.
I'm very trusty.
On Sunday night.
All right.
in the camera when you say that?
I know, I was just.
Keep it, period. Period.
All right. I think that's it. Oh, well, that's,
Then I stuck it on Sunday, it's so good. So it was, I got my glasses.
probably the only, I know, I raised the question. Jim,
Let's try to mess with the lights and gates and stuff. It's just.
Just because my mom was there, so literally, her house.
Oh, this one just got a big clip. Big clip somehow.
They were all backed up. Here's the
These guys.
The whole
There's
the big guy.
Okay.
I saw the same people like waiting.
The big salad.
What?
They were all just laughing.
This one?
All set? Okay. I'll entertain a motion for approval of minutes from November.
So moved.
Second?
Mitchell? Yes. Singer?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
And I'll entertain a motion for approval of accounts from November.
So
And
moved.
bills.
So moved.
Second? Mitchell? Yes. Singer?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes. Tammy, do you have an assessor's report?
Currently, I'm attending hearings. Other than that, I have nothing new to report. So, they're going pretty smooth.
Okay. Chris, do you have a highway department report?
Old news, leaf season's over, obviously.
West.
And the reason we do end leaf season is because snow season does start, as it did this year, so.
So we started.
Yeah, so we're in the snow, and leaf season, had a good leaf season. I know they fell late, there was some put out late, but they heard good, they couldn't back out. So we'll have to move on. We'll have to be around next spring, we can do a pickup in the spring, middle of April, week or two. Just call us.
Remind people that Batavia Township is the only township in Kane County that has a
It is.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, next item is old business, passage of the tax levies. We passed them out and had the first reading last month. And Chris, yours is the same as last year,
Well,
right?
mine went up $5,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not quite a percent.
And mine is the township one is the same as last year. We went up $10,000 for riding cane.
And mental health.
Pardon?
And did we give more?
It was a typo.
Didn't they want more for mental health?
Yeah, they always go up.
Oh. Can you tell me what senior citizens 15,000 is?
That was RSVP.
Is that just a donation to them?
Yeah, we've been doing that for 20 years.
And are we anticipating giving to suicide prevention and St. Vincent de Paul?
What I've done is, as far as our contributions go, is I check to see what mental health, mental retardation, Inc. board, who they give to, and we go basically north from there. And we used to give to suicide prevention, we used to give to senior services. I have a request from senior services right now, which I can just go ahead and do because I think there's still 9,000 left in our social services. So, it's just, we've just tried to not duplicate what the Inc. board does.
I guess, and I don't know where I am on this, but it's been brought up that, is it the role of the board to give to charities like that, or is that the role of someone to choose for them, the taxpayer to choose for themselves where they want their money to go? And should we be collecting money just to give it to charity? Or,
Our only requirement is that they declare themselves a 501(c)(3),
C3 or
and that they not discriminate on who they serve. And basically, Tri-City Family Services, Salvation Army, let's take that for example. They have a list of how many Batavia residents they serve, if anybody's interested. Because, that's just part of what they do. And I think the 708 gives to the Salvation Army, but probably in Aurora. And we give to St. Charles.
These assistance funds were voted on by the public years ago.
Just
708.
708.
708?
Yeah. This is separate from the 708.
How you guys feel?
Well, I think one way to look at that, and that it is on the same sense that we do for general assistance. There are other agencies that are providing similar services, which if we can assist them doing that to assist Batavia residents, it's similar.
Do you see my kind of point though, is that we're kind of taking money out of people's pockets and we're deciding where it should go?
That's
Rather,
the same with all taxing bodies.
right, but do they give to,
No, I don't
Charity?
mean,
I mean, like-
I don't mean to just charity, but I mean, we were voted in office and entrusted to utilize the funds that we get in a proper manner. So,
right, and I'm not sure that these things are necessarily in our mission. I mean, it's different if, our mission is to provide roads, and yeah, we take the money to provide the roads, right? But to give to RSVP or suicide prevention is a little bit outside of our mission to assess properties and provide roads.
There are townships that have much larger senior citizen programs than we do. So in one sense, it's similar when we fund RSVP as a senior citizen service. We're doing that as a township, but we don't have a senior citizen center because that isn't required. Whereas other townships do those sorts of things.
each
The
township
park
is
district
different.
does, yeah. I mean,
That's the park district.
here the park district kind of does that, right?
And we depend on the park district and the schools to provide youth services, which we don't have a youth committee. We don't have a senior committee because duplication of services is just not something that I really want to do.
So then who, do we bring that to a vote where that money should go? Like you said, we have
You-
9,000 left. So,
When you approve the budget, there's $80,000 in there for social services last year. And when you approved the budget, you approved that $80,000.
and then we decide where that 80,000 goes.
We do. I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you want, I mean, there's no reason that I can't have you approve
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm not, yeah.
That, that's not a big deal. But between Layla and I, because she's a social worker, we kind of determine how much money goes where and who's the most in need. Because she's part of a networking group with all these social service agencies. So that's how we determine.
So then in the levy, you have 15,000 for RSVP, but the other 80, is that somewhere in there?
It's in there, yeah.
Oh.
It's not. I
It's not an exact thing.
No, it's not.
So it's just the other.
It's in other expenditures. Correct.
And then do you expect what we bring in is what we're going to spend? Or
We
are you
hope to have a little bit more than what we're going to spend.
bring in more than we want to spend?
Yeah, not a tremendous amount, but it's no different than your household.
Sure.
You want to bring in more than what you're going to spend, so we do the same thing.
And what is our target for what we want to have available for like let's say a catastrophic illness or
You mean for general assistance?
for general assistance or even for the general fund? Like, is there a goal, like we want to keep
A number of days in
a number of
reserve or
days
something.
or yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what do we want to have in our bank account? What is our balance that we'd like to see in our bank account? And if we go under that, we get nervous.
Well, if we go under that, then we have to borrow money. We can't
You need at least a third because taxes don't come in
until
until after we start the new fiscal year.
after June, and we
So, in the road
start.
district, we feel real comfortable if we have 100% in reserves.
100% of what your levy is
Yes,
in reserve.
that would be.
We
my-
don't have that much
And
now.
that's the cushion.
We have a cushion.
But like this year, you'll see when we get done, like then this year, we'll have spent a lot more than we took in. Because I was building up the fund and we had some big expenditures. So then next year, we'll start trying to build back up to where we have, it's just a cushion.
Right.
It's cushion money that we use, but we
Sure.
don't use it every single year.
It's just the cash flow, to make it for cash flow.
Exactly. Because our
that-
cash flow varies, because we can't do big projects all at once without saving up for it.
Sure. But the general fund, I can't imagine that we need.
Well, we have to have a
There
cushion.
has to be a number of days.
What if all the
reserved
computers in the
some-
assessor's office goes out?
Sometimes it's 120,
No.
which is a third of a year. Sometimes, it's 90, whatever.
But
You can't have nothing. You can't
Right.
have no reserve.
But there should be a plan, right? Is what I'm saying.
There is a plan.
Can you tell me then what it is?
The plan is the budget.
The plan, this is what we tell the county we need.
Okay.
It's not exact at all. Because we have to kind of predict what we're gonna need. Then when I make out the budget spells out what we're gonna do with the money that we get from the county.
I guess, what I'm asking is, okay, you should make this out based on how much we have right now, right, in reserve? Because if we have too much in reserve, then we need to levy less.
But we don't have too much in reserve.
That was my question.
Right.
Was what is too much or what is too little? What is the
The
amount?
TOI says, I think probably 100% is acceptable. And we're not even close to
100%
that.
or less? Is
Right.
what-
Right.
So you're saying we should have $1 million or less in reserve?
Oh, yeah, I mean, less than $1 million, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But you have to look a long term down the road too, because you can't be changing your levy up and down. You've got to keep your levy at either flat.
Right. I mean, you only get it once. You only get one
Or-
shot at it,
If
right?
you go down,
Because if you go down, you can't come back.
You can't come back.
You can't come back up. You can only come
because of
back
the
up plus
tax,
a living.
because of the tax cap.
So you got to really be careful and try to anticipate 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road so you aren't falling into dangerous traps.
Right, but I think sometimes that scares maybe some bodies that maybe should lower the levy, but don't because they're scared because they can't,
I suspect they plan better than that.
For instance, if we were getting, are we gonna get do we get any tax from the outlet mall, like the school board?
Very,
Not
very
an assessed value.
little.
I don't know about the
We're
city.
in the
$4
TIF,
grand.
we're in a TIF district down there, but it does not include the outlet mall.
Oh,
That's in Aurora, Aurora Township.
But it's not assessed here.
But I mean, like in that situation,
Taxes.
they might
Yeah.
make a difference on your levy.
No,
I mean, well,
It does, it's so
it
small.
would make a difference on a portion of everybody would contribute to that portion of the tax bill. The levy is just under a dollar of money that's spread out through all the assessed valuations on the tax rolls. So theoretically, your levy could go down a bunch and your taxes wouldn't necessarily change because
new
it could be
construction.
split differently. Which is what happens I think we saw a bigger change in the old days before the assessors, like what Tammy's done since she's been here, is trying to get the assessed valuations correct with each other. So that some people in the old district, like my old district there for years, was way under-assessed back in the old days. And we're trying to
And all the
correct.
new construction was paying the high.
Yeah, that was paying it, and it was growth, so, nobody noticed it so much. But now what all the assessors have been doing is trying to make sure the assessment value of the house is actually true in comparison to your neighbor's house or the house across the town.
Uniform.
So that everybody's in the same place for paying taxes based on value. And that's adjusted some things. Some people's taxes have gone up, some like mine went way up. When they finally did that adjustment years ago. But that's the fairest way.
Real quickly, you started out by asking about the charitable donations that we made. Are you suggesting that we should address that, think about that, or have you been getting feedback from residents? Or you said, because you started out by saying,
What's it?
I don't know how you guys feel about it, or I don't know how I feel about it.
I've talked to other people about, you know, because obviously everybody loves charities, right? But is it coming through? And I didn't have an answer.
But so you've gotten some feedback.
Yeah, well, I've asked people, when I've noticed that we did that, I've asked people how they felt about that.
What they say?
And most were like, it seems weird that we're giving to you just to give to someone else.
Would they give that money to the food
Every
pantry
penny,
on their own?
every penny that we spend is taking from you
I'm not
and
taking
giving to somebody else.
But you need to split it down too. If you're gonna take $80,000, for example, out of that budget, you need to break it down as well. How much for $100,000 value just leaves home. So, and the neighbor said, well, you're giving all this money away. You say, look, we could do away with it, and you would save $1.25 on your $7,000 or $10,000 check. Or is that what, is that the $1.25 that?
Yeah,
Just
I don't
leave it
really
in?
like that. That's kind of like used cars thing. Like, hey, you get your payments down to $2.99.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah.
No, everybody thinks we pay too much taxes, but look at where the tax dollars go.
Right.
You know, we're doing pretty good
70-some
things. Our
percent,
schools,
69% I think goes to the schools.
Here's the question, on the list of all the
But
people
then why
that
are we
we,
here if it's not important?
if we, of all the people that we give the money to, which one would you not give it to?
I'm just
All
saying,
of them?
maybe.
No, I'm,
No.
But that's
How-
certainly
how
something you should be bringing up and discussing, because that's what
Right,
the
should be
board's
Just
all
saying that
about.
it should be maybe more of a discussion and not just two people doing
Yeah,
it. Because
and the
there's
let-
live
and the
letters.
That's fine.
bring a
Is it
list of who you
labeled
want
as
to
in social
divvy it
That's
to.
fine. All I have to
But
do
even
is,
that, it was even, is that our role?
it
Is
can
that
be
part
if
of
you
our
want it
That's your
to
main
be.
Yeah.
question
If
is,
you
That's-
want it to be.
yeah. I mean, I think all
collect
those
taxes to give to
organizations are
charitable donations without the public really having anything. I mean, like we said, we're elected to do a job in representing them. But if we're getting feedback saying, why are you doing this or that, then we definitely need to listen to them. So that's why I asked, is this strictly your own kind of something that's gnawing at you, or have you been getting feedback from
Well,
your
nobody's
constituents?
come up to me and said you shouldn't
Okay.
give. I've said to
Right.
people, okay, we have given this, this, and this. Is that okay? Is that something you think we should be doing? And most of them are like, that seems kind of weird.
Well, I think the issue on the table is passage of the levy. And that if we want to discuss that again at budget time, that's the time to discuss it.
But you did give us a list of the, charitable organizations,
Right.
and we approved that.
Right. No, we didn't, you didn't approve it. No. 2 years ago, yeah. 2 years ago. And we've just continued. Okay. Somebody want to make a motion to pass the township levy?
I will make that motion.
A second.
Mitchell?
Yes.
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 Yes. And then a motion for the passage of the road and bridge levy?
I will move passage of the road and bridge levy.
Second.
Mitchell?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We have a transfer, if you go to the third to the last page, that should be road and bridge. Permanent road fund, we'll transfer $5,000 from miscellaneous to road maintenance.
We're gonna do it again next month.
Well,
Why don't you just transfer more then?
What's the budget?
we did.
I don't know what the exact.
We transferred 5,000 to, we think it's gonna take care of next month's too.
There's a big item in there, that $119,000 item, could go either way, could have been maintenance or a capital improvement because of its nature.
You fixed your road?
Yeah.
And the 16, same thing?
But I put it in road maintenance thinking that was the spot. It was most logical for it at the time. And then I did a lot more road maintenance than I had planned, so. And a little less capital what I would consider capital.
So the transfer is what amount of money?
$5,000
Okay,
from miscellaneous.
from miscellaneous to road maintenance.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we need a motion?
The transfer the money?
Not really.
No.
It's his budget. If he wants to move the money, then he's got authority. Right?
Yep. Okay, on the website, we've made some improvements on the website. We've added community links, about 15 or 20 of them. And the highway department has also upgraded theirs with some new regulations that they added to that.
Are the names of the trustees correct?
So, yes, they are.
Okay.
Mitchell, you are now a trustee.
All right.
All right.
Who's taking care of the website?
This maybe.
Your hometown there.
Who's taking care of the website? Is it Brian?
Bob.
Joe?
Bob's out of it.
Yeah, Bob. Bob's, he's kind of a partner. Bob Beatty Bach. And he's just been kind of helping us a little bit
But
here.
that's why we went with this type of a website and Bob's company and whoever's company is that it's something we can modify ourselves. And
Yeah.
The big problem we had this year was we all upgraded our browsers to the new Windows Explorer and the website didn't like that. So once we were told to use one of the Google browsers, it worked just fine. So, but we'll try to keep that in-house so we're not paying somebody all the time to change their name or a week or first pickup or something like that. He's pretty good.
Suggest you do it. Just kidding.
He's pretty good at putting
Anybody
suggestions
from
for me.
the public
Yeah, I am.
like to make a comment?
We could see if anybody in the public looks at our website. We go to Batavia Township.
Any trustees have anything to report?
I would like to publicly congratulate the Batavia High School football team for winning the state 6A championship.
Right.
Absolutely. Kidding me? Good game.
Or any other business?
Let me just comment that we have, if anyone would like to look at it, Mr. Chalberg's audit of the Batavia Township financial statements as of March 31st, 2013. I also have last year's, if anybody wants to see last year's.
Okay.
All right, I'll make another comment now. All this business that we're doing and all these monies that we're transferring and everything, we've got Mr. Chalberg keeping an eye on it, so we know everything's up to snuff and correct.
Well, one of the things that Mr. Chalberg tells us in the report is that the reports that are done administratively by township officials are quite adequate. And that's essence what he says, right?
Yeah.
Close.
That's okay, we still have some.
And the other thing that's noteworthy, I will say after reading this year's, is that total township assets increased, total township expenditures decreased. That's good. So there we are.
I commend you for reading.
Thank you, sir. Does anybody read financial statements? No, never mind.
Okay, the time and date of the next meeting is Tuesday, January 14th. Entertaining motion for adjournment.
7 p.m.
So moved.
Yep, 7 p.m.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.